Hi, everyone. You are live, it says.
Hi.
Woohoo!
Yay.
Yeah. So Wallace is just trying to sort out some last-minute audio issues, but she's going to be along in probably just a few seconds here. She's just actually restarting her laptop. Yeah. In the meantime, Davaisha, would you like to introduce yourself?
Just for you, I will. I usually say no, but hi everyone. I'm Davaisha. My channel is Grapefry. I post videos sometimes, and I do a little bit of writing sometimes.
Wicked. Was that just for me, really?
Just for you. That question always makes me freeze up, and my first instinct is to say no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No would probably be the easiest word, right? To just kind of say. I mean, you can't exactly forget how to say it or anything.
Right.
Sid's here. Hi, Sid. Lee is here.
Sid.
Hi, Lee.
Hi.
Regina. Hi. Yep. Okay. Oops. It jumped on me. Hi, Becca.
Hey, Becca.
Steve. Hi. Hello, internet friends, he says. Regina says hi to you. Anna, hi.
Hi, Anna.
Happy Friday to you too. Is there anybody in the world who doesn't love Friday, huh? Isn't Friday just like a warm chocolate chip cookie or something? I mean, it's impossible not to like.
Probably people who work weekends or like have a weird working schedule.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But
I
then
love Good Friday.
you'd still remember when you were a kid and going to school, and like it'd still be internal. Like TGIF would still be internalized, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Steve, I do a little writing sometimes. I
I
sit
do
on
not
a
sit on a
throne of.
throne of lies. Actually, I'm sitting on
Writing.
a pillow.
Hey,
Thank you very
hey.
much. And I did do some writing today.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Violet. Just a little bit, like 215 words.
Hey, that's 215 words. That's more than little to me. Somber Honey, hi. um, Regina, Friday is the best. Yeah, I'd say Friday might be legitimately my favorite day of the week. Um, what about you, Devaisha?
I
Anything
think
come
my
to
favorite day
mind
of the
for
week
your
is
favorite
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays?
Mm-hmm. There's something about hump day.
Yeah, that would be it. Hump day. Hump day's a good day. Regina, work schedules in Nevada are crazy, but everyone knows when their Friday is. That's a good point. Friday is relative, right? It's a
Mm.
relative term.
Friday is like a feeling.
Yeah. Caitlin, hi.
Caitlin.
Um,
Hi.
Hi. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Am I normal?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. How many
Great.
fingers am I holding up?
Three.
Yeah, so Wallace, do you want to introduce yourself? Devaisha's already done it.
No, I'm circling. I'm getting the circles of death. Okay. Well, let me know if you can't hear me, I guess.
No,
But
you're good.
okay. My name is Wallisimo. I make
Uh-oh.
Oh, you froze. Sorry.
She could be okay still, you know. The jury is still out. Well, we'll hear the second half of her introduction in a little bit. No worries. Yeah. Becca says, oops. Becca says hi to Regina. Becca, I used to hate Fridays. I worked retail and Friday was my Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, I used to work in retail too. Lee, the F
Me
in
too.
Friday stands for freedom. Yeah, okay. I never thought about it that way.
I love
So this
that. That's
is
hilarious.
a hello that's kind of has an asterisk beside it at this point, huh? Anna, who's that pupper in the background? I'm not sure.
Oh, that's my
Anna?
good friend, Little K.
Oh. I was just going to say, I know I don't have a puppy, unfortunately.
She's talking about Wallace's dog. Like,
Sorry?
she's basically my dog.
Oh, I
Wallace's
see.
dog,
Okay,
Little K.
I see. Steve, I love Mondays out of spite. You're the best, Steve. Hi.
Oh, hello. Different angle.
Oh, really?
I'm trying a different computer.
You know, you've already gotten through half of your introduction. So because that's 50%, that's a passing grade. We'll give that to you. Oh, you can't? Oh, Wallace seems like she seems like she
She not
can't
here?
hear us again, like in the beginning before we started. The plot thickens, huh? Stieg, am I normal? A very relative question, Wallace.
And the answer
Yep.
is no.
So this is a reading
I think
live
no writer is
stream.
normal.
Sorry? What was that?
Oh, I just said I think no writer is normal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd say probably half writers are alcoholics and the other half are just weirdos. Is that pretty fair? Pretty fair to say? And I guess there are also writers who are
Probably.
alcoholic weirdos, but that's, yeah, I haven't quite thought that all the way through yet. But yeah, this is a reading live stream, but only in name. Feel free to read, feel free to write or edit or do anything you find productive or something that's not productive at all. It's up to you. It's all good. It's Friday after all.
So what are you going to be working on today? You're going to read?
I'm actually going to be reading Becca's book, Geraldine's Alley. I'm up to the beginning of chapter 8 right now, so I'm a little ways in. Not halfway yet, but yeah, I'm into it. It's really good so far.
I loved
I'm
reading.
really liking it. Yep, that's Geraldine's Alley.
And it was such a
by
fast read.
Becca
Like
Sisson.
I went through it.
Lee, being a writer and or a reader requires some sort of escapism desire. So, yeah. 100% of writers are swell people, though. I will add that. Regina, no writer is normal. Laughing. Good one, Davaisha. somber. No reading for me. I have to pack because I'm moving tomorrow, and I'm a terrible procrastinator. Ooh, moving tomorrow, huh? That's stressful and
Moving is the
exciting.
worst.
Mm-hmm. Regina, I finished a beta read project this morning, so now I'm getting my notes down on paper for the author. That sounds like fun. Now I'm all nervous. Don't be though. It's an amazing read so far. I'm really enjoying it. There's nothing for you to be nervous about. Regina, I love Geraldine's Alley. I can see that as a possibility. Oops, it jumped. Caitlin, I'll be switching between reading The Fiery Heart by Rochelle Mead and playing Witcher 3. That sounds like a good balance. Sorry, were you saying something, Davaisha? Did I cut you off?
My screen just started doing the loading, so I was like, oh my.
Oh, I see.
Let me mute myself to maybe like get it back together.
Oh. Yeah, let me just, so Stieg, I'm gonna read a novella this weekend and be one book ahead of schedule. Sounds like a plan. Wallisimo, I'm going to be reading The Invisible Life by Addie LaRue. So I think it just jumped again a bit. Steve, The Haunting of, okay, I can't say that. Tramcar 15, right? By P. Jaley Clark. That's the best I can do. Sorry, Steve. Only 143 pages. Yeah, I guess that would be pretty much maybe a slightly longer novella, I think.
Is it a Stieg? Is it a like what genre is it? It's my question.
Maybe just fiction, I think. That'd be my guess. Lee, I have heard such great things. I want to get it. I want to get it, but I haven't found it in bookstores. Becca, I want to edit, but Snake won't let me. Ooh, okay. Well, listen to Snake. He knows best.
I'm missing Snake. I'm gonna have to just stalk your Instagram.
Sid, I'm back. What did I miss? Not too much. Wallissimo's been in and out dealing with some technical issues. We haven't gotten to a sprint yet, but we'll be doing that shortly. Yeah, actually, why don't we, as we're all caught up with the comments, get into a sprint and let Wallace kind of mosey on in her own time. How's that sound? Let's do it, huh?
Like a plan.
Okie dokie. Let me see here. Just give me a sec.
No
We
problemo.
can go for 21 minutes. Okay, good luck, everyone. That's it. Hooray!
Hooray!
Nice to see you, Wallace.
Hopefully it lasts.
I have a good feeling about this one. So, how did that go for you all? Chat included.
I'm trying to count.
Ah,
So
I wrote almost like 100 words.
that's pretty good.
I
I'm
read
in a
10
slow-
pages. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm in a slow-moving scene.
You have to sit
Yeah.
with it.
Don't be afraid to take your time and turn your screws by hand, and just let your craft sort of dictate your pace and all that. So Wallace, you read 10 pages, huh?
I did. Once I was able to actually get all of my technology in working order. 10 pages.
I read less than that. I read just a few.
But you put a poem in the chat, which was so beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I did that too. That was in the middle of the sprint. I'm just going to see where I left off here. Okay. Stieg, set in an alchemy-infused Cairo in the forefront of social change, stirring with suffragettes, secret societies, and sentient automations. So this is the novella. Actually, I think I've actually maybe missed what he's another one of his, or an earlier one of his comments. I'm not sure. Caitlin, Wallace, I'm curious to know your thoughts when you finish.
Yes, I always get very concerned when someone says that, because it means there's something specific about the ending that is going to make me have thoughts. But I will definitely let Caitlin know once I'm done.
Okay. So, yeah, this is the message. Like an alternate universe fantasy set in Cairo in 1912, the author has another novella out called Dead Gin in Cairo. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
That's big coming
Sounds
from Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's this? Yes. Wallace gave me her gremlins. Now I'm having issues.
Yeah, as soon as Wallace came back, I left because my thing was doing the spinny wheel of death.
Yeah.
There's more to this than meets the eye, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Or not. Annuel, hi. Good afternoon, all. Hope everyone is being productive today in whatever you're doing.
A little bit. A little bit productive.
Okay, so here's a poem, everyone. I've posted this poem here. I'll go ahead and read it now. It's called Believing in Light. And yes, I wrote it this week for this stream specifically. If a tree falls in a forest not found, does it so much matter? Does it make a sound? When a bird sings a song that carries through the air, will it still be music when there is nobody there? When humanity sees its world with beauties bestow, and yearns to tell those who do not yet know, sends forth a signal on the wings of light, will it hear an answer, most lowly with might? As I gaze at the stars, I am powerless to say, but knowing knows not believing's wise way. Believe something great, believe from afar, for here where we are, we too have a star.
Ooh, I love that.
I think I read that
Beautiful.
right.
Do you write poetry often?
I really just write poetry for fun because I write prose. And in my mind, I think there's a little bit of stress that comes with writing prose because I kind of think of it as my job or something, or my responsibility, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then for poetry, it's just totally all fun and games because in my mind, again, in terms of my constructs, it's just, the thing I do for fun. So.
And
So it just
what
comes across that way.
inspired this poem?
Nothing in particular. I mean, I just kind of got an idea and just kind of hit my first rhyme, and then that was kind of it. I just it just took off from there. And this one was actually kind of a bit easier to write. Yeah, I just kind of, with this one, as I recall, I just hit my first rhyme, and then it was just fun and easy from there.
Do you have a format that you typically follow when you write poetry, or do you kind of change up the rules depending on the poem?
A little of both, I'd say. I have like certain like go-to favorite rhyming schemes. I'd say like, that's pretty much it. I have like a couple of different ways I like to write poems, but I don't really stray outside of those. Do you two like to write poetry too? I'm just curious.
Yes.
That's like the yes and no. I don't do it very often,
Okay.
but just because I feel I didn't have the best instructors in regards to poetry, and I think if you have a good teacher, that really can change your opinion on it. So for a very long time, I've been a little bit of a poetry hater, although every so often
Right.
I will draw from inspiration and write a poem. And actually, very recently in my project EC, I have this scene where one of the characters is trying to find out information about another character, and he finds a story that she has submitted to a publication, and it was a very vague, like, it just didn't add much. And so I thought, oh, it would be so much better if in this moment he reads a poem that she has written, because then I can actually include the poem itself in the story, and that way the reader can connect with her words as opposed to just seeing it through the lens of the main character.
Yeah,
And
that's a good idea.
And so it took me so long to write it though. I mean,
Oh, really?
I had all these plans for this week of all these things I was gonna get done, but 2 out of the past 5 days, all of my creative energies were spent on structuring and making the poem make sense in the context of the female character. So it's a lot of effort.
I see.
But I appreciate the I don't know if I can speak on poetry intelligently, just because I've been a hater for so long.
Yeah, right.
But I appreciate what poetry does that prose doesn't allow you to do, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
How about you, Grape?
Sweet.
I used to write a lot of poetry. I think that was really my entrance into writing in general, because I was a very depressed emo child. So it was just a lot of angst
lot of feelings to work through.
Yeah, you can channel them, all those feelings through poetry for sure. Let me see here. Stieg, 19 pages and loving it.
Why are you so fast? Slow down.
That's a page a minute, really.
Just
We
about.
went for 21 minutes. Regina, 100 words is great, yeah. That's for you, Davaisha.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Britt. Hi, Britt. Hey, Michael. Just passing through to drop a like and salutations. Hey, Davaisha, long time no see. Hi, Britt, if you're still here. Thanks for dropping by. Steve, I was a very depressed emo child. Weird flex, but okay.
It is a flex because it is. Okay, thank you.
I mean, I feel like to be a writer, you have to have an emo-ness to you, if not the like classic dressing in all black emo-ness. I think, and I could be wrong, but I definitely use writing
Yeah.
as a way to process emotions, and so I think it's probably a common history among all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say that I started to become a serious writer right when I was about maybe 15. So, writing was there for me in the formative high school years when, I was being really emotional about things, being kind of crazy, like every teenager.
I feel like I've only just started seriously writing or writing seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you on that. Really, I could pretty much just throw out the window everything that I've written, more than about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah.
No, this is why you don't throw it out though, because when you become a famous, fabulously famous author, all of that stuff will be considered your juvenilia, and it'll be really important in like literary analysis of your work in whole. So it has its place in the context of all of your work.
Right. Well, yeah, that's a positive way to look at it.
I'm just saying, Jane Austen has like all of these little short stories she wrote in her juvenilia, and
really, huh?
Oh yeah, and I think a lot of people find a lot of fascinating little tidbits from that writing and then apply it to her later work. So
yeah, you could sort of see the development. You could see the craft being honed. You could also, in a way, also see the life experience, right? See how the life experience affected the writing.
Yeah, the naivete that fades away as we go through more things, and yeah, no, it's interesting.
I don't want that to happen to me.
Yeah,
if anyone finds
burn it.
Burn it on my deathbed. I don't want a soul to read it.
Burn it.
That's how I feel about my childhood diaries. I was so overly dramatic in those diaries, and I will read some of them. I'm like, I don't know who I was writing this for, but this is for no one's eyes ever. Like, destroy this, please.
For years and years and years, I've kept a journal, or basically I've been journaling every day, but I've never really kept a diary, and now I'm kind of getting into the difference.
I mean, what does your journaling consist of? I mean, what do you discuss when you journal?
Well, when I write a entry for a day, I'll basically just kind of cover the things that were important to me for that day. But, I won't I won't bother with how I feel. I won't
Mm.
bother with like emotional kind of
Yeah.
aspects of the day, all that kind of stuff. I'll just kind of like, I'll just write the entry so that later on, a year later, 2 years or
You
whatever,
remember.
I can read that entry and go, oh, that was that day, blah, blah, blah,
Yes.
remembering it and sort of like connecting the dots. It's kind of interesting because sometimes you swear that the order goes, in terms of your memories, A, B, and then C. And then
Mm-hmm.
you read back your entries and you find it's more like, let's say, B, A, C or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't remember things in quite the right order.
Yeah.
That's kind of
I'm
tricky.
gonna. I know I do this all the time, and I know Devisha hates it, but I'm gonna argue with Sieg in the comments here.
Oh, really?
I think that there is a distinction between journaling and diarying. I see what you're saying, and like, oh, they can be interchangeable, but I think that, and people have different definitions, but I've definitely heard people using what Michael is saying, where journaling is kind of just documentation, and diary is expression almost. But at the same time, I've heard it opposite, where diary is documentation and journaling is expression.
Really?
So I think there are different definitions out there, but I do think that there are two distinct acts. So I think it's always good to clarify what you mean. And when I
Right.
say I wrote in a diary, I meant I spilled my secrets and, moaned over all the people who did me wrong in middle school. So
Yeah, that's what I think of when I think of diary.
I'm with Steve on this one. They're the same. It's just, it's probably misogyny.
So
That's
do
why
we
they're
have a
different.
tie? We have a tie, I think.
yeah, but as the host, your vote is worth
No,
more.
don't listen
So
to me. Don't listen to anything I say. Except for that. Listen to that. Regina Duke, I totally identify with depressed emo child. Yeah, trauma builds character and character makes for great prose.
That is true.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Steve, it's just that journaling sounds fancier and more something,
masculine.
I guess. Masculine, I guess. Oh, well, maybe I write a diary entry then every day. It's like when people have to say man bun instead of bun. There's no need to differentiate. I hear you. I hear you. Well, shall we do another sprint then?
Indeed, I got
How's
cut
that
off
sound?
at a good part, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
excited to hop back in.
Let's go for 24 minutes. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay, let me just fiddle with my timer thingy here. Okay. Okay. Good luck, everyone.
Enjoy.
Yay. Yay! That's it.
Huzzah.
How'd you two do? How'd you
Calculating.
make out?
I got some Oreos, and then I just had to really sit down and think about how I want to parse out this conversation that needs to happen.
Like the normal Oreos?
Oh no, they're golden Oreos.
My mind defaults to the cookies. Oh, okay. Golden
These are my
Oreos.
favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I read 30 pages, but some of the pages were short like this. So
Oh, okay. 30, that's a lot though.
yeah, but a lot of them were not full pages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just read a couple pages.
And what are you reading again, Michael? I think I wasn't here for that.
Right, I'm reading Geraldine's Alley.
Oh, that's
written
right.
by
Becca C. Smith. Yes.
So
Excellent.
there it is then.
I love that cover so much.
Yeah, it's really pretty. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's amazing.
I actually have it. Oh, hold on. I thought I had it. JK. No, I definitely have it. Where is it? Well, it's around here somewhere. I did order it. I do have it.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So where did we leave off here?
I think we were talking about diaries, etc.
Yeah, I see Steve's comments. Katie's here. Hi, Katie.
Catherine, hello. Welcome.
Yep. Yeah, I'm really enjoying Geraldine's Alley so far. There's I don't think this is spoiling anything, but there's a bookstore in it. And already, whenever I read about a bookstore, I'm already on board. I'm already excited and everything. But on top of that, Becca's just really killing it writing about this bookstore, which is kind of, at least so far, basically the main setting for the book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
So
she's really doing a great job with that. So
this might be
it's a doubly good experience.
Nice. This is probably like a very odd question, but I feel like it would reveal a lot about both of you. If you close your eyes and you envision your perfect bookstore, what is it like?
I see a lot of wood.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, many shelves,
Yeah.
lots of books.
I probably see a bookstore as opposed to a used bookstore.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I see a used bookstore. I see lots of books. I see lots of wooden, like solid wood shelves. I see wood floors. I see chairs.
Yes, the chairs are so critical. Barnes & Noble used to have chairs in all of their stores so you could sit down and enjoy a book, but I feel like they've taken the chairs away except for in the like cafe area, so people don't sit down and read books, but I feel like that totally detracts from the experience of going to a bookstore. So I always end up scrunching down in an aisle and flipping through the book like a little gremlin.
I could see how it'd be a balancing act for a bookstore owner. I mean, there'd be pros and cons to both approaches, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
In Toronto, there used to be an amazing independent bookstore. It was called Nicholas Hoare, Hoare. Yeah,
Mhm.
Hoare. I think it was called, what was it called exactly? That was the name of the store, basically. That was the name of the owner. I think it was called exactly like Nicholas Hoare Books or something. But
What was it like?
it was an amazing, just dream bookstore. It closed around, I think it closed in 2012, if I'm not
Mm.
mistaken. There was a fireplace. There
Yes.
was lots of wood.
Mhm.
Yep. Um, there were chairs around, lots of chairs.
Nice.
Um, it was sort of like your typical Toronto unit because it was narrow, but it was long.
Okay.
So it wasn't like um, big in the sense that it was wide, but you could walk all the way down to the end, and so it was not small at all, but in that sense.
Nice.
Yeah,
Did it have
unfortunately,
a cafe or anything like that? I feel like that's also
no,
critical.
no, it didn't.
Ugh, ugh,
Um,
the horror.
yeah, I don't know. It was maybe too old school for that. It was too old school brick and mortar for that, I think.
Mm.
Sadly, though, pretty much all of the independent bookstores in Toronto now are dead, gone. In other
Yeah.
words,
Well,
Yeah.
there are a few,
Amazon will
but
do that too.
mm,
But I think
and
here's my thing though, and maybe this is just me being optimistic, but I definitely have noticed that there has been a little bit, there's this beginning to be a slight cultural rejection of Amazon. And I think that, um, I
for
think,
sure, yeah,
well, and again, like it provides people with things that they would otherwise not have access to. So I think, like you were
right,
saying, there are benefits and costs to something like Amazon. But I think if there is a demand for people wanting an experience of going to a bookstore and sitting and being able to enjoy the aesthetic of a bookstore, I think that there will be people out there who create stores like that in order to serve that demand, which is why I think bookstores
mhm,
really need to be like Katie says, the bookstore has to have a cat. It has to have coffee. It has to have you got to have the ambiance in order to get people to come and spend time there. My local bookstore has, children's reading activity like evenings and stuff. So parents can
right,
bring their kids. And so it's all about getting creative and figuring out how to change the business model so people keep showing up.
right. And then there's the pandemic and how that'll you know uh, profoundly, no doubt, change everything or affect everything.
Yeah,
Nobody really
absolutely.
knows.
I think
Um,
people want to do a lot of in-person stuff more because I think people are so socially
yeah,
starved, but I could be
let's
wrong.
let's hope that's the way it turns. Steve, 4 pages, but was busy messaging. Marta,
Hi,
hi.
Marta.
Wallace, this is for you.
Oh, it's because I think I was saying that I have Geraldine's Alley, which
Right.
it's not in my line of sight, but I swear, Becca, I swear, she was sitting over here the other day, and
We
I'm
need
very
proof,
confused
Wallace.
because this is my authortube shelf. Anytime I know of an author tuber who publishes a book or anything, I order it
Right.
off of Amazon, which I've been doing incognito mode recently to not mess up with people's recommendations. But
Okay.
I swear Geraldine's Alley arrived and I put her in here, but then I think I was talking to Grape about it and I must have pulled it out and it might be on my desk or something, but I swear I have it.
Well, I guess we'll believe you.
And it's actually on the next thing after once I'm done with Addie LaRue, it's the next time I'm gonna read.
Okay.
So yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Katie worked on some video editing that sprint.
Ooh, Catherine, is this for tomorrow's video? I'm very excited for that one.
Caitlin, I read 31-ish pages. Ooh,
Nice.
that's a lot. Sarah, hi.
Hi,
How are
Sarah.
you?
Hi, Sarah.
Katie, my perfect bookstore would have lots of wing-back chairs and coffee. Also, there must be a bookstore cat. You're on the same page, literally, as Wallace with that one. Sarah, Katie, bookstore cats are magical creatures.
Okay, that would be an adorable children's book, though. A bookstore cat that's actually like a magical creature, like a fae, and that lives in a bookstore and just hangs out because all the children will give him crumbs of cake and stuff like that. That's cute.
I don't know why
read that.
it's making me think of Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, it's got that vibes.
Caitlin, I agree on the bookstore cat, maybe 2 or 3.
It's a whole pack.
Mm-hmm. Katie, yes, I hope I am a bookstore cat in my next life. Oops, it jumped. Okay. Caitlin, I once had the idea of a coffee shop, used bookstore that had a cat, but with the coffee, the cat might not work out health department-wise.
Actually, Caitlin, to jump on this, I think that story idea can fly because cat cafes are like a thing. There's one in Denver that I've been to, and you get to play with the cats, and the food is like separate, but you can carry your coffee into the cat area. So cat cafes are definitely a thing. So I think you can have a green light for that story.
I don't think I've ever been to a cafe or a place like that before.
Oh,
That
really?
sounds really interesting, though.
They're so much fun. They're so much fun.
Katie, I would be okay with cat hair in my coffee. I'm trying to be a what?
Bodega cat.
Bodega cat in my next life.
Devaisha, you have to expand on this. Tell us why a bodega cat versus a bookstore cat.
Because I feel like bodega cats are like just a whole different species. They're a different breed.
Why?
They basically run the store.
Yeah, but like all the food at a bodega is packaged, whereas if you're a cat at a bookstore, oh, she was just like, no, I'm right. Exit the conversation.
Was that some sort of mic drop or something?
Yeah, it must be power move. She's like, no. No, I bet she's having internet issues. But yeah, the point I was saying is that I think being a bookstore cat, especially a bookstore that has a cafe, would be better than being bodega because I feel like people would feed a cafe cat more than they would a bodega cat.
This lets you get the last word in, does it?
Yes, exactly. I sent my gremlins to Davaisha so she couldn't refute my argument.
Marta, when I was little, my parents used to take me to these massive bookstores in Germany that had playgrounds with books in the child areas.
Okay.
It was brilliant.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. Sarah, oh my God, that would be such a cute story.
Well, then you have to write it. I give you permission. That's for you. You write that and send it to me so I can read it.
Caitlin, there's actually a cat cafe I follow on Instagram based out of
Spokane.
Is that it?
Is that Washington? I think that's Washington.
Spokane?
Yeah.
It's Spokane Kitty Cantina, and I recommend for kitty and coffee content. Interesting. So there's something concrete there. Sorry, I had a child come and ask me something.
It's all good.
Well, that's settled. Yeah. So why don't we do I don't know, just a 5 minute sprint, even maybe? What do you
Okay.
guys think? Yeah.
I mean, you
It,
can't read you can't really get into the book in 5 minutes, though.
would
Speed
you
read.
like to go for 12
Yeah.
and then go a bit over? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do that then.
Sounds good.
Wallace, your buddy said goodbye, Earthling.
Oh, bye, Earthling.
Okie dokie. Uh,
Oh, I'm on this Spokane's Kitty Cantina thing, the website. This is so cute. I love this.
we've learned something. Yay!
Okay, but Devaisha, you
It
have to
sounds
be
good too.
productive this sprint. You can't spend the whole sprint on Insta looking at kitties. You got to be productive.
Okie dokie, here we go. Good luck, everyone.
She's just refusing to acknowledge me.
That's it.
Woo!
Woohoo! Mission accomplished.
Got some good reading in.
Did you?
Indeed.
I read a bit. I think I'm near the end of this chapter now. Oh, sorry. Did you say anything? Did you say something, Devaisha?
No, I was just doing that at my own stupidity. I put the stream up on my iPad, and then I set the iPad in front of my screen on the laptop. So I was going across the trackpad, like, why is it not showing? Why is the mouse not showing up? But it was just it's the iPad and not the laptop.
Yep.
Are you still enjoying Geraldine's Alley, Michael?
Sorry, I'm freezing left and right.
Yes, very
You're
much. Yeah,
Good.
it's I'd say it's getting more and more enjoyable every page.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'd say that.
It's always good when a book draws you in and can hold on to you.
Right. Yeah, and also obviously it has its own story arc, which is also something that's going on. So, did you two have fun today?
Oh, this was great. I have been, so this is like a cousin book club thing that I do with my cousins, and we were supposed to meet today. Luckily, I got a stay of execution and we're not meeting until Monday. But I had been putting off finishing this, so this was what I needed. It was the fire under my butt.
Okay. Are you close to finished it?
Yes, I am close. I think I'll probably I'll finish it tomorrow.
Okay. Well, you've got the whole weekend.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, yeah, no worries. Thank you for, guest hosting. I hope everyone in the chat also had a good stream, got some stuff done, had some fun, etc. Sorry, Devaisha.
Yeah, I think she is. It's a good look, though. Nice, Rose smiling. Bye, Caitlin. Wow. Caitlin read 15 pages. Becca edited 3 pages. Looks like
Right.
everybody was productive, so that's good.
Becca, I managed to edit 3 pages. That's really good. I think that's for the whole stream.
I think probably for that sprint, but I don't know. Maybe it was for the whole stream.
Yeah, I think it's probably for the whole stream. Becca, thank you so much for the stream. You're welcome. Caitlin read 15 pages. Grapefry, at least I froze smiling. Yeah, that's the right way to look at it. The glass is half full, right? Caitlin, have a good day, all. Bye-bye. Katie, yes, thank you for the stream. You're welcome. I'm not really sure how. Should I read this as a comment? Should I? I don't know. Anyway, Grapefry, thanks for having me. You're welcome. Thank you for coming, Grapefry. Marta, bye-bye. Thanks for the fun stream.
Yes, I sent them to you, Devaisha. Ha ha ha.
Oops. Okay, well, I guess we can call it a day there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. This has been very productive.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I guess, yeah, that's it. We're all caught up with the comments.
Hi, everyone.
So, yeah. Thanks, bunches and bundles. Bye-bye.